Welcome in spirituality, order and law. Okay, I'm not gonna come on here and pretend like I haven't uploaded a video in a couple weeks, but I have been uploading to my other channel, Worldwide Tarot Reads. But you can just look up Lisher Lingo, okay, and you'll find that page with Collective Tarot Reads. But anyway, let's get into it and see what's going on. Welcome to an edition of Spirituality, Order, and Law. Most High God, what is it that you want me to talk about to the subscribers? Thank you all so much for subscribing. Thank you that have subscribed since I last uploaded a video. Trust me, there's plenty of content for you to watch. Go ahead and like, okay, so the channel can get in the algorithm. Like, I'm being a little bit shadow banned because I always say that my channel is not for entertainment. So make sure you like, okay? Oh, false narrative. So somebody's out here trying to lie and say that a person that's speaking up for themselves, something that happened to them, that they're lying, but they're not. They're actually a hidden victim of one of these S words. Okay, so you know what this S word is, S, I, or M. This is regarding someone underage. That's why they're a hidden victim. Word magic, false narrative. So somebody's being forced to say the things that someone else wants them to say. Lord, have mercy. Have mercy now. What else, Most High God? Bad parenting. I mean, can it get any more clear? But there's hope. So there's a parent out here, right, that knows of a child or is involved with a child or is coaching a child that is a hidden victim of a S, a I, or an M word. Have mercy, Lord. Mirror magic. Forcing somebody to see them the way that they see them, not the way that they see themselves. Like, that is disgusting. And you know what? Excuse me. I'm not going to back down off of this message because I could tell that this is going to be a very sensitive message, but this is what came out. So let's get into it. Most High God, please cover me as I channel this energy. I ask for protection over this person that this situation is about. I ask that you send them assistance in the 3D immediately. I call down righteous justice and judgment for this victim. What is the overall energy from the True Crime Oracle cards deck? Let's see. This could be past, present, or future energy. What is the energy from this deck, Most High God? What's this one to flip over? This says money. It was like overall energy. Revenge. So somebody in their sick, twisted mind feel like abusing a child is getting revenge on someone. That's disgusting. I call down justice and judgment on that person seeking revenge. Anything else? A female. So either a female could be the one seeking revenge on someone, or they could be trying to get revenge on a female. We're going to find out. I got hidden organized crime. We already got hidden out here once, so this could be like marriage and wedding. You know what I was going to say about this hidden and organized crime? That this could be like a organized crime ring that does this to different children. I had to pull it back out because Hidden did come out here twice. So this is something, right? This is a situation that is clearly going on, right? Now, for those of you that are new to the channel, welcome in again. I am your humble host, LaSure Lingo, right? And DA LaSure Lingo on this channel because this is a case that is going on currently in the region that I'm assigned to. And I am assigned to the United States of America. So this could be going on anywhere in the United States of America. Only take this information as it resonates, if it resonates. If you have any evidence, if you have any evidence that goes along with anything that I say, you need to report that to your local law enforcement office, okay? I don't think you should go in there with a copy of my video because that's not proof in black and white. You need to have evidence, okay? You need to have evidence. So, Most High God, let's talk about this. Can you show me more about this hidden victim? Let me just take these one at a time. That has hope. This victim has hope. Well, that's a good thing. Maybe the word magic is not working on this hidden victim as much as the bad parenting thought that it would. Maybe this hidden victim is starting to have hope that things will get better. This could be past tense, right? Let's say this is past tense and CPS has gotten involved and these children have been children. Okay, so that's more than one. These children or this child has been removed from the home. That's why they have hope. This could be past tense for someone that is resonating with this. And I also got, look, sneaky and deceptive. That's that false narrative. I also got picked up that the hidden victim could be a female too. Because it's like right there. Okay? And then there's the Three of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So yeah, this is a sad situation. You know, a lot of things were taken from people that suffered from this. A lot of things were taken. Like what? Somebody said like what? I don't want to talk about it, but I will. You know, their innocence, their sexuality, their desire for sexuality, what they do desire sexually, how they overall carry themselves. Some of them, depending on the age, like they really mentally stop developing at that age, and they use a sexual nature in every type of facet of their life. Those are just to mention a few. And without going through a dark night of the soul, you won't even recognize that you're operating as such. Like, that's that grooming, you know what I'm saying? When it really does manifest untreated. Okay, so listen. We got the Ten of Cups out here, right? And I said, show me the hidden victim. So this is someone like in a family setting. So the bad parenting is definitely in alignment with this. This situation, yeah, these parents are garbage. They're trash. They're abusive. They use words on their kids. They say things to their kids that, you know, is over their head, but it's like really, really ugly. To bring them down. Ugh. Like I was in the store the other day, right? And this little girl, this was on Sunday, right? And this little African girl was in her little, you know, African girl clothes for church, how the community do. And a European woman said, oh, she looks so cute. She said that to the African girl's grandmother. And the little African girl grandmother goes, yeah, but she's so bad. That's word magic over like a 4-year-old. Yeah, she's cute, but I wish she would act how she looked. That's word magic. And they'll be saying that over her whole life. She's so cute, but she don't look how she look. That, you know, that's word magic. That brings down self-confidence. That's bad parenting at the root. So this is definitely about some bad parents that are probably going to, if they're not already involved with a CPS case, they probably are going to end up catching a CPS case due to their bad parenting. Now, this could be on a female child, or this could be for a female. Now, let's not forget, they went through this, right? Because they wanted to get revenge on somebody else. And look what happened. It turns around and it gets thrown back on them. So that's what's going on with this victim. Like this right here is a real victim that's just got bad parenting. And these are the type of parents, right, that they force their child to like go in public and say something positive in public, like the family is positive. Show me false narrative. Show me false narrative. I just heard that any type of good parenting that they care, they love is false, is a false narrative, and the Two of Swords came out. Like they felt like it was best to go with this false narrative as an overall decision as to what they did to this child because they got bad parenting. Like these two decisions that these parents made were 2 out of 2 bad decisions. And one of them was to create this false narrative to like really, I'm hearing MK Ultra like the child. What about word magic? Then we could talk about organized crime too. Word magic and false narrative go together, but is there anything about word magic? Look, Wheel of Fortune. That's like I was saying about the overall time frame of the child's life, right? How that saying all these things about the child over and over and over, it will take root and it will grow in that child. It will. They won't know any different. So I am really feeling like this child may have been removed from the home. Now listen, if you are resonating with this, let's go ahead and take it to another level, okay? Because if this is a backfire on a CPS case that was sent towards a divine being, right? And a child ended up getting removed from the home from someone that does dark magic, that sends that type of energy out. Because you have to understand, to send that type of energy out, to have a child removed from a home, you have to already be in that energy. So they were already mistreating a child like this and saw it fit, right? But they did this towards a divine being to get revenge, all right? This divine being could be a female, right? And this also could be a hidden revenge. A hidden revenge through a hidden organized crime. This could be online, in your community, or a spiritual warfare situation. So let's take it up a notch, like I said, because this could be one hell of a return to sender on some organized crime for trying to get revenge on a divine female, a divine feminine, excuse me. Show me what I'm picking up about this revenge plot that returned back on a karmic. But you know what? Listen. Even though this did go back on someone, this child ended up getting saved. You know what I'm saying? Because the child needed to be removed from the presence of the abusers anyway in a safe fashion, because they were already facing two really bad decisions about this child. Um, that also is giving this child an opportunity to heal and to move forward, which is a really good thing. Show me what I need to see about this revenge plot on this divine feminine. See, that's why, man, I'm telling you, you need to stop plotting and planning against God's most chosen ones. Show me. Ten of Swords, Gemini energy. That's exactly what they want to do. Whether they really wanted to get the Ten of Swords in the 5D and, just apprehend, stop, and block this person, or if they really want to take this divine being's life. So there it is. That is what this was all about. This was a backfire. And you know what? Like I said, I'm overall happy for the child. There go the knives right there. This was all about this revenge on a divine feminine. So divine feminine, you may not know or you may know, right, of this situation happening to someone's child that got taken and put in CPS. High Priestess, as I cut the deck, like I said, this could be happening. And the reason I say you may not know, right, is because it could be happening to one of your hidden enemies. Somebody that's a coward, right, that was hidden with an organized crime that attacked you. It could be happening to one of their children directly, okay? Or you could hear through the grapevine that this happened to one of your known enemies. 1717, when I look at it. So show me this hidden organized crime that's not so hidden anymore. Thank you all so much for subscribing. I hope this reading resonates. Like I said, this is for the have mercy. What? Something's trying to make me hold back and not say what I want to say. I'm gonna say what I want to say. The fuck? This is a story for the United States of America. I don't know where this is happening at, but it happened somewhere, because we got the CPS system out here. So why the fuck is some type of entity trying to get me not to say what I'm saying? The CPS entity system is in the United States of America, and I'm glad that they stepped in to help somebody's child, because as we see, we got some bad parents out here making more bad decisions. Show me this hidden organized crime. That's all they care about is their friends. Okay, so we got the Chariot. Show me the hidden organized crime, Chariot. Oh, they on go mode. They trying to move around. They trying to scatter. Since this child got put in CPS. I'm going to say something after this. A King of Wands. All right. So it's a King of Wands that I guess potentially could be, held responsible for what was happening to this child. And what I was going to say about this child right here is this type of activity, it could have progressed based on the child's age. You see what I'm saying? So then we would be talking about some type of movement around. Like there's a word they call for that when you move people around that do that type of stuff. Yeah, we could be dealing with something like that. Yes, moving around, the Chariot, the car. So it's a King of Wands, right? It's a King of Wands out here that's going to end up being tied directly to this hidden organization regarding this child right here. And something with this child's CPS case, this King of Wands energy, whether it's a male or female, their name's going to come out in it. And it is so, says the Most High God. Let his name come out. So it's a man. What else? Okay. He's in a partnership, right? So this man, he could be married. Could be married to an underage child is what I just heard. What else? Several. What's that one for? Up to 6. He could have like, of course they're undocumented marriages, but he could have like 6 undocumented marriages to who knows who. Who knows who. What else most I got? King of Wands. Excuse me. King of Cups, right? To the moon. So we already know over here on spirituality, order, and law, these criminals, they're not smart enough to move by themselves. So heavy Cancer energy. I'm also picking up with that Chariot coming out. That's not just about a car now. That's actually going to be a person, okay? So they have a person that is working with them that has a friendly face. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say that he may wear black and white at work. I don't know. But this moon energy is also Cancer energy. There's a hidden entity in the 3D that's also involved in this hidden organization, okay? The moon is also illusion energy, hidden energy. And this is the 3rd time we got hidden illusion energy coming out. So they're in plain sight, right? Them along with this King of Cups right here. They are in plain sight with these so-called wives, right? Who are actually children that went through this type of energy right here. Okay? Okay. But one of them got away through the CPS system. All right? Just one of them got away through the CPS system. They're going to expose this hidden organized crime. As one of my customers will say, hallelujah. Final message on this reading, Most High God. Thank you so much. Listen, I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm so proud of myself that I stuck to this reading because when the first cards came out, baby, I wasn't ready. But I love how this reading turned out. What is the final message for the subscribers and those that will subscribe after viewing this message and those that resonate? I do continue to call down righteous justice and judgment to all that have been wrong. Final message, please. Thank you. It's an ending coming to this. That's it. I'm not even going to take no more cards. The world, ending, completion. This cycle's going to come to an end. Because baby, CPS, CPS is going to be all over this hidden organization that uses, different methods to see where people are at. If you know what I'm saying, they're going to get it and put it all together. And this is going to come to the end. I want to thank you all so much for your patience as, I continue to get content up for you. Also, I want to thank you for viewing. I want to ask that my protectors guard my intellectual property. Okay? That my archangels close any portals or timelines I may have access. And that my goon squad get them if they fuck with me in the 3D. That was the true word of the Most High God.